What's up, everyone? Coming at you with a breakdown of this jutsu in particular. I might do a breakdown on Sasuke as a whole, but for right now, we're going to talk about this crazy jutsu this new Sasuke has because it has the community up in shambles. Everyone's saying this jutsu is just hands down the most broken thing in Storm to ever come out. And in this video, we're going to watch this clip and I'm going to break it down for you and tell you the competitive implications of it as well as what it means as a whole. This video that I'm reacting to was uploaded by PS360HD2 on YouTube. You can go check out his channel. I'll obviously link it in the description. The original video, I believe, is on Twitter somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So shout outs to PS360HD2 for coming in clutch. Anyways, I'm going to let the video play through. I'm going to let them do the talking. And then from there, yeah, we'll go over it. We'll talk about it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's them talking about the guard pressure. So let's just talk about what the jutsu is on a general level. Okay, so playback speed, we're gonna put this on 0.5. Okay, and we're gonna quiet you guys for now. Okay, so boom, that switch happening right there. Heavenly Hand Power. Heavenly Hand Power was a sequence jutsu in Storm 4. Sasuke would throw projectiles, and when it hit you, he would teleport and do a sequence, and that was it. This jutsu was pretty much garbage in Naruto Storm 4. If anyone chose this Sasuke, well, not this Sasuke, but this was originally the jutsu. We don't know if Naruto or if Sasuke rode to Boruto, the Sasuke that came out in the Storm 4 Road to Boruto DLC package. Dang, this is a mouthful. We don't know if he got a new jutsu or not, but essentially his jutsu was Heavenly Hand Power, but it was a sequence jutsu, and it wasn't that good. It was a straight projectile, super easy to dodge, didn't really offer anything on hit. So yeah, it was. Most people would choose Sasuke Road to Boruto on point so they could switch to his Inferno style Fireball Jutsu, and they would just run that. However, this Sasuke has a new jutsu in the form of Heavenly Hand Power, and it's basically the Rinnegan teleportation technique that Sasuke is pretty much infamous for in the Boruto series. Always using that technique in all of his fights, and it makes sense because from a practical standpoint, it's just so good because since he's doing a switch, he knows it's going to happen, he activates it, and because he knew it was going to happen, he can act out of it faster. And we know that when the switch happens in the anime, whatever that person was doing in that moment, it's instantaneous, so they just keep doing it, and a lot of times they don't really realize it until the very last minute, and it can be very hard to counter. Now, more on the jutsu in game. It can't be used in the air, it can only be used on the ground, but let's say you're in the air, it'll just, it'll still swap. So, this is interesting because this jutsu has a fundamental level of control over the player that we've never seen from a jutsu to this day. And so it's interesting that it's just a normal jutsu. It costs the same amount of chakra to use as any other jutsu, but it has this much fundamental power. Now, what does this mean? A jutsu that has that is fundamentally broken, or a character that is fundamentally broken in a game, what it means, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, that they're going to be broken. It means that they will maintain relevance over the game's lifespan no matter what. Now, this could mean they start off as top tier, and then over time they mellow out to low high tier. For example, those of you who played Storm 4 at the beginning, remember Kaguya. Remember everyone was using Kaguya Ice World and using that jutsu. They would switch to the Ice World and switch off of Kaguya and use her jutsu. Her jutsu was really good to a lot of people, but then it fell off. Kaguya never fell off in general because remember she has a lava world, and the lava world gives her access to an unblockable, widespread combo, which is just insane with Switch because you can just switch combo, meaning you have an unblockable, meaty, wide hitbox out that your opponent has to try to get away from while you're putting pressure on them. So she never fell off. She always maintained relevance. Another character is Madara in his Awakening. Awakening is really broke on a fundamental level. Why? Because when you use his Awakening actions and you dash out of them, they continue to go no matter what happens. Unless he gets grabbed or hit with an ultimate, those Awakening actions will come out. So what this means is that you have to try to fight him while another hitbox is hitting you and obstructing your moves. That's fundamentally broken. Now the two examples I gave you are two characters that are obviously really broken in Storm. They've maintained a significant amount of relevance over the game's lifespan. A lot of times Madara is banned. A lot of times Kaguya is banned. So what does this have to do with this jutsu? This jutsu is fundamentally broken, without a doubt. Now, as far as the weaknesses go, one thing I did notice is, let's see if we can find it. I want to look at the part where he tested out whether or not you could block. It was right here. So watch this. Heavily hand power switch. Boom. And then I'm going to go back to where he gets hit. So right there, look at the blue. Kawaki gets hit there. And if you notice when he did the heavenly hand power switch, the hitbox of Hinata did not hit him until then. So what does this mean? Does this mean that when heavenly hand power activates, you have a small bit of invincibility after swapping so that you don't have situations occurring where we switch and now I'm in a G2 taking chip damage or whatever the case may be? Or is it adjusted to account for certain circumstances? So are there situations where you will get hit and situations where you won't get hit? Well, and then on top of that, will there be a character that works in combination with this that pretty much makes it so you get hit? There's a lot of broken implications in that particular situation, but it does seem as if CC2 has accounted for that. So there's that. However, people are saying, one thing people are saying is that you're going to be able to run away with this. But if you notice, watch what happens when they switch right here. Let's switch. Not right there, but right here. Watch what happens when they switch. Kawaki's already blocking and can already move. So this just means that, all this means is that, once you swap, you're going to be able to move immediately. So that's kind of the savings grace of the jutsu. Like right here, when these swaps are taking place, the Kawaki can dash. But then Sasuke can switch again. But then he can dash again, right? And dash costs less chakra than heavenly hand power. So if you just keep spamming that back and forth, you're going to run out of chakra. I'm going to catch you. So it's not necessarily, people are saying you're going to be able to run away, but it's not going to be that easy. Now, don't get me wrong, the jutsu is still broken, but it's not going to be as easy as what everyone's making it out to be. Now, I think the biggest thing about this jutsu, this is the thing that's crazy. The thing that's crazy about it is that you can activate heavily hand power, switch, and the opponent will swap places with Sasuke, and you can do something with your other character. That is very interesting because now, let's say you're across the screen and you're low on subs, you're trying to catch your breath. You can just heavily hand power switch, and now, boom, that person's right next to you. They gotta fight. They gotta fight you up close. So, as you can tell, there's a lot of broken implications from this jutsu. And I will say, this jutsu is broken on a fundamental level. So, look, I'm gonna keep it up front with you guys. What overall? How do I feel about this jutsu? Crazy fun. I'm gonna be trolling the heck out of all y'all with it. I'm gonna be making a lot of people rage quit with it day one straight up. But what I'm gonna say ultimately is that, oh, let me go ahead and restart this. Wait, I don't care about Apex right now. Oh well, whatever. So, anyways, Valorant. What the? Oh wow, this is that video from the Storm Championship Season 1. Remember way back when they had a league? It was only in Germany. I forgot about this. That's crazy. Anyways, not to get sidetracked, what I'm ultimately going to say is that get ready. Day one, you're going to see this Sasuke on everybody's team. Day one, get ready. Day one meta without a doubt. Everybody's going to be using it. Everybody's going to be a Sasuke main week one for sure. So get ready. The jutsu is fundamentally broken. Will it stand the test of time and define the meta? I don't think it will be the defining meta jutsu to where you just have to have this Sasuke on your team, but it's going to be pretty close. Pretty close. We still got to see a lot of other characters and how they function under the system. But I will say, this is pretty close. CaRai out.